Hey everyone, today I have a Sephora and a little bit of MAC makeup haul to share for you. I absolutely love springtime and I love the makeup that hits the stores this time of year. I just feel like all of the makeup brands get together and have some secret society and launch a ton of new products all at once, so it makes shopping really fun. And so I've been doing a little bit of shopping the last few weeks, and I've gone a couple times to Sephora and have picked up a few things, and I'm really excited to share it with you today. So the first thing that I picked up from Sephora is from Becca. And I grabbed the Backlight priming filter. I have been really into primers lately. I feel like they just really make a difference in making my makeup last all day. I work a job where I sit at a desk all day, and so I find often if I don't have a primer that by 5 o'clock all of my makeup, or at least my foundation, has worn off my skin, and I really like having makeup that lasts all the way through the day. So I'm really excited to try out this primer. It says Backlight, so I'm hoping that it gives like a really nice luminosity to the skin, and I also hope that it has kind of a little bit of a smoothing effect. So, and just like looking at it in the bottle, it has a really nice kind of like pearl look to it. So I think it's going to be a really beautiful primer to wear under foundation and just make your skin glow, which I feel like is very on trend for spring. I picked up another product from Becca, and I picked up the Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation in Fair. Of course I picked up Fair. It's the lightest shade that it comes in, and I am a most pasty, ghosty color. But I wanted to grab this because I swatched this in store, and the texture of it seemed really similar to my Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua, which is probably one of my all-time favorite foundations. And I really liked that it just felt kind of silky and smooth and seemed really lightweight, and I've been really wanting a lightweight foundation for spring. I don't find right now that I needed a lot of coverage on my skin, so having just that really nice like your skin but better look is something that I think would work really well right now for this time of year, and I'm really excited to try this out. I did notice that there's a little sticker that says shake well before use, and I assume it's because right now it looks like the foundation has settled a bit, which is kind of gross, but I think it's probably the nature of the foundation. I think it has kind of a serum-y texture, so hopefully as long as you shake it up, it'll make that kind of speckle go away and then go on really smoothly. So I'm really excited to try this, and I'm sure I will check back and let you know how I get on with it. Next, I picked up something kind of boring but really exciting for me, and that is a deodorant. I have been absolutely in love with this Healthy Deodorant, and I got the scent Pure Vanilla. I don't really sweat that much, so using an antiperspirant every day is something that I find pretty unnecessary, and I don't like having the extra chemicals like on my body, especially because there's been things that say it leads to breast cancer. I don't even know if that's true, but any little bit that I can do to put like natural stuff in or on me is something that I'm really interested in. So I grabbed this deodorant, and I actually had little mini travel size and used it all up, so I know I'm gonna love this, and I really like the scent. I do find that I probably wouldn't want to wear this to the gym because it definitely does not help if you're going to be exercising very heavily. I just find that on really mellow days where I just kind of sit at the office all day, this works perfect, and I love it. I picked up 3 new nail polishes, and this is from the Cupcake and Cashmere collaboration with Sephora X. Cupcakes and Cashmere is a blog, and I fell in love with the blog. I don't know, I think it was probably late to the game, probably like 6 months ago, but I love her style, and it's just like the most 3 perfect colors that I feel like I could wear all year round and like never get sick of. So there is a really nice like natural nude color, and this is called Latte Run. I can totally see myself wearing this for months on end in the summer. Like this kind of color in black is kind of me all the way. I also grabbed the peach color because I feel like for spring this is going to be really cute, and like on her nails in the kind of like promo it looked really awesome. So the name of this nail polish is Peach Tea, which I personally actually really love peach tea, so it's pretty perfect. And then she also brought out a classic red, and this red is called Haute sauce. I think it's hot sauce, but it's Haute, and so it's kind of a play on words. But I think this is just a really nice basic. It doesn't lean blue, it doesn't lean orange, it's just a true red, which I think is great all year round. Now, if you've been in Sephora recently, at least in my Sephora, there's an entire huge kind of stand in the center of the store all about color correcting. And I think that the marketing behind this is kind of genius because they're bringing out all the color correcting kind of serums and concealers and highlighters around spring, which I think is smart because it all ends up being pastels, so it feels very spring in general. But I have actually used color correcting things for a long time when I had really bad acne, and I can link it in, I think it's over here, a little card. I talked about my skincare story and talked about my experience with acne, but my mom actually introduced me to a kind of green concealer when I had a lot of red pimples on my face when I was younger. So I've been using a green color corrector for a long time, although I don't need it as much now. So I understand the whole idea behind color correcting, and being a graphic designer, I totally understand the color wheel and then get like what colors should work well for what. So I picked up 2 different color correctors because I can't help myself. I love the colors and I like the idea behind it. So the first one I picked up is the YSL Touche Eclat, and I picked up the violet version. And generally the purple is meant to cancel out sallowness. So if you think of a color wheel, the opposite of purple is yellow. So if you have a lot of like yellowness or sallowness on your skin, it's meant to cancel that out. Well, if you're looking at me, I actually don't have that much yellow in my skin, but I think that this could work really well as a subtle highlighter and like brighten up underneath kind of my eyes and my cheekbones. Because I'm just fair enough that purple has a really nice like luminosity on my skin. So I'm excited to try that out. It might not work at all, but I at least want to try it, and I think it could work really well for underneath my eyes. Plus the packaging of this Touche Eclat is, oh, it's just to die for. It's purple and it's pastel and it's like rainbow too, so I'm really excited to try this out. The second one I picked up is the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and I got it in pink. So I have been wanting to use like a peachy concealer underneath my eyes for a long time. So peach would cancel out like blue, purple, dark circles. And every time I would put peach under my eye, I feel like it would just be like noticeable. And I know you're supposed to put concealer on top of it, but I think my skin is too fair for like a peachy concealer. So I really liked the idea of this because it has that pink peach undertone, but it's for light skin, and it actually says on the top like brightens dark areas. So I think that this could be really great underneath my eyes as a way to like brighten my dark circles. So here is what the concealer looks like. It is just a really nice bright pink shade. I actually think this might be similar, now that I'm looking at it, to the Maybelline. There's like a brightener concealer from the drugstore that you can put under your eyes and really help brighten up under for your dark circles. And I think this might be kind of a nice dupe for it. Of course, this would be like the high-end version and the Maybelline's the dupe. But I kind of think that this is gonna work really well, at least I hope so. And I really like this Urban Decay Naked Skin formula. It's really, obviously I have the concealer of it, so it's really creamy, it glides on well, it blends in, and so I'm really excited to have kind of the YSL in the purple and the Naked Skin concealer in the pink. Next, I couldn't resist a blush from Nars. So they came out with this limited edition blush in Impassioned, and I swatched it when it was just sitting there open, just calling out to me, and I couldn't walk away without it. It is a really beautiful light pink color, and I think it's going to be perfect for spring. It's just really stunning, and I think for my fair skin it'll end up just giving me a really nice like warmth and glow from within. It's actually very similar to the color of the Urban Decay concealer as I'm sitting here looking at it, but it's just so beautiful. I couldn't walk away from it. I don't have anything like this. It's a really, really light pink, and what I like is that it doesn't pull too blue. I feel like a lot of times when you get light pink blushes, they pull really cool, and I feel like this stays neutral as much as it can for being a light pink. So I'm excited to wear this for spring. The next thing is a repurchase, and that is from Anastasia, and it is the clear brow gel. The brow gel that I have is gross. I've had it for, I think the VIB sale in 2014 is when I picked it up, so we're coming on like a year and a half, and so I wanted to pick up a new one, plus that other one is almost empty. And I really like this to keep my eyebrows in place all day. It is like super glue for your brows, but what I find is that you can actually apply it pretty lightly so you don't get like crispy brows if you don't like that feeling, or you can apply it full on for crispy brows. So it kind of allows you to tailor to what you want it to do, which I think is really great. And the packaging's misleading. The actual tube is just like all silver. So I really like this clear brow gel, and I think it's definitely worth the money, even though it's kind of pricey. Now, I mentioned I had a little bit from MAC to share with you, and I believe I only have 2 things, so it's not that much, but at least there's 2 things for you to look at. And the first thing I picked up is this MAC brush, and I grabbed this in the, let's see, 221. So if you look, the shape of it is like a 217. It's just a lot tinier. And I like it because I feel like my lid space isn't very large, and so this allows me to get a really nice like detailed crease, whereas I feel like sometimes the 217 just like overtakes my eye. And I didn't actually know that they made a 221 until pretty recently, so I'm really excited to have this brush, and I think it's going to work really well. Actually, I already have this brush, so this is my second one, and I know I already love it. The second thing that I got from MAC, the second and final thing, is a new MAC Mineralize skin finish. This is actually to replace, I picked up a powder foundation from Lancome because I swatched it and I put it on the back of my hand, and it just made my skin on my hand look incredible when I was in Sephora. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get this powder foundation for like setting my foundation. Not to like actually wear as foundation, but to like set really lightly underneath my liquid foundation. I got it home, I tried it once, and it smelled like old grandma makeup, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't wear it. So I was like, okay, you're being a wuss, just try it and then like see how you feel. And so I was like, ugh, I can't take the smell. So I was like, okay, well, let me try it again a second day. Maybe I was just having a bad day or something. So I tried it again the second day, and I couldn't take it. And I was like, this is ridiculous. This powder foundation is really expensive. I hate the smell. I probably am not going to use it because of the smell, so I took it back. And instead, I picked up a oldie but a goodie, which is the Mineralize Skin Finish. And I actually have this in Light Plus, and I'm really fair. That's like the moral of the story. So I picked it up in Light instead, which I think is going to work a lot better for my skin. So here it is in Light. You can tell it probably matches a lot better. And I like the subtle like yellowness to it. I think it'll work well to like helpfully like cancel out redness and brighten my skin. And I also wanted to get the new packaging. So I'm really excited to have the Mineralized Skin Finish back. It's just a really lightweight powder like kind of makeup setter. I wouldn't even say it was a foundation. I think it works really well to set liquid foundation, which is what I want to use it for. So that is everything I have for you today, everything that I have been picked up from Sephora recently. Let me know if there's anything that you have picked up from Sephora that you think I should try that I don't have here. Heaven knows I go shopping way too much, so I'm probably bound to at least swatch it and check it out. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me. And please subscribe if you don't want to miss any videos from me. I have been uploading a lot more regularly, and I have a lot of exciting videos planned for the future. So thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. This color to contour my cheeks, which I have it on today, and then I use these 2 colors up here to set my under eyes.